Hello and welcome. My name is Benjamin Carano, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to play Fat Rat Monody that I arranged for the ukulele. And it's in a slightly different key obviously than the regular song, but it still works great. So let's get to it. So the song starts with your third finger on the third fret of the third string, and you're going to do a downward pluck with your thumb while bending your third finger with the string toward the ground, and it's going to sound like this. Okay? And after that, we're going to play open second string twice. And then second finger, third fret of the second string, and third finger on the fifth fret of the second string. Alright? So that's going to sound like this. And you're going to play that 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the 8th time is not going to be the full playthrough. It's just going to be a downward pluck on the second string. And that's the intro. Now we're going to work on the main melody of the song, and this is fairly easy and repeats a lot. So for this, we're going to call your first finger number 1, second finger 2, third finger 3, and fourth finger 4. So it starts off with 1 on the second fret of the first string, and you're going to use your pointer to pluck this, and then 3 on the 5th fret of the first string, and then 4 on the 7th fret of the first string. And when you play that note, you're going to also play open third string with your thumb together. Okay? And then you're going to go back down. And when you play this note, you're going to play 3 on the 4th fret of the third string together with it. And then you're going to play open first string, and then 2 on the 3rd fret of the second string. And then you're going to play open first string again, but when you play that note, you're going to put 1 on 2nd fret of the 3rd string and play that with your thumb. And then open first string again, and then again 2nd finger, 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and then just open 2nd string and 3rd string together. So the whole thing so far. Put 1 on 2nd fret of the 3rd string, and then you're going to play open 2nd string, and then you're going to put 3 on the 4th fret of the 3rd string, and 2 on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. And you're going to play those two together, and then open first string, and then you open first string, number 1 on 2nd fret of 1st string, and then number 2 on 3rd fret of the 1st string, and you're going to play that note along with the 3rd string open, and then 1st finger, and then 3rd finger on the 4th fret of the 2nd string, or sorry, 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. And then you're going to play 1 on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string along with the 1st string. Alright, so that's the first part of the melody. All together. Now we're going to work on the second half of the melody, which is played exactly the same as the first half of the melody, except for a couple little trills here and there, and with a slightly different ending. So you're going to start off the same, and this time you're going to shift up so that your 4th finger is on the 9th fret of the 1st string, and your 3rd finger is on the 7th fret of the 1st string, and you're going to play 4-3. Okay, and then it's just going to keep continuing after that. And this is the second trill there. Instead of just going back down, like we did in the first half, we're going to do open first string, and then second finger, second fret of the first string, and then open first string again. And then it will continue on. Okay, so far with the trills. And then this is the different ending. Instead of going up to this next note, we're just going to play the open first string with the third string. And then second finger on the third fret of the second string, and then open second string, and then second finger back on the third fret, and first finger on the second fret of the third string. Play together. And that's the end of the melody there. So the whole thing together. Next we're going to learn basically the chorus of the song, and it's what connects the melodies together as well as the singing part, and that starts with 3 on 4th fret of the 3rd string, and you're going to play that with your thumb along with this open 2nd string together, and they both should be the same note. And then you're going to play open 2nd string again, and then 2 on 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and then 4 on 5th fret of the 2nd string. So that sounds like this. You're going to do that again, only this time you're going to drop your 3rd finger and play open 3rd string with your thumb. And then you're going to play a D chord, just downward plucking with your pointer finger. And then play the top note of the D chord. And then play the top note again. And then open 1st string. And then 2nd string of the D chord, and then back to the top note of the D chord, and then you're going to play open 2nd string along with the 3rd string note of the D chord with your thumb and pointer, and then back to the 2nd string note of the D chord, and then open 1st string, and then top note of the D chord. So the whole thing together sounds like this. And then you're just going to play that again, but you're going to stop on this 2nd finger. You're going to stop on that note, and you're going to do a downward pluck again with your pointer, strumming all 4 strings, and putting your 4th finger on the 7th fret of the 1st string. And then you're going to have 3 5th fret of the 1st string, and then 1 2nd fret of the 1st string, and then open 1st string, and then 2 3rd fret of the 2nd string, open 1st string again, 1 2nd fret of the 1st string, 3 5th fret of the 1st string, and you're going to play that note again, and then back to 1, and then open 1st string. So the whole thing together so far. And then it just ends with 2nd finger on 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and then open 2nd string, and then 1st finger 2nd fret of the 3rd string, and then back to open 2nd string. So that's like this. Okay? So the whole chorus so far. that's basically this note is going to be played again, repeating the chorus one more time. So you're going to play that chorus twice. And then next we'll work on the melody that comes after that chorus, which is basically a repeating of the melody we learned before, except you're going to add a couple new notes. So after playing the chorus, the second time you play the chorus through, instead of doing a little ending that I showed of and starting again, you're basically just going to end when you come back down to the open first string. And then now we're going to work on the second part of the melody, and that's played the same exact way as the first part of the melody, but I did talk about those extra notes being added, and that's basically every time you play the bass note with your thumb, you're going to play it twice instead of once, in the same time that you're playing one note of the treble notes with your pointer. So you start out the same, but this note, instead of being played once, is going to be played twice, which is going to sound like this. Okay? So the whole melody, first part. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then you're going to do a little ending on that, which is just open first string, and then it's just open first string, open second string, and then second finger. And that kind of adds a little bit of a kind of sharp note in there, but it just sounds really good when you play it fast with the whole song. Then you're going to play, obviously, the second half of that second half of the melody. But instead of playing those bass notes with one note, obviously you're going to do it with two plucks again. So the whole second half of the melody all together. Those two notes, which is your second finger, third fret of the second string, played with your pointer, and first finger, second fret of the third string, played with your thumb. Now that we're done working on the second melody, we are going to follow it with a second chorus. And this is basically kind of the same concept in adding that extra note when you play the bass, but it's not quite the same. So the first time we played the chorus through, it sounded like this. That was the first chorus, and now the second chorus is going to start off the same way, and when you play this note, you're going to play an extra bass note there instead of just one, so it's going to sound like this. So the 2 instead of just 1, and then you're going to keep continuing as normal. The same thing again with adding the second bass note. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. So that's the only difference in the second chorus part. And then you're going to repeat the second melody after that. So after you play what I just taught you there, then you're just going to go back and play the melody with the double bass note. Now we're going to work on the part that was sung with lyrics in the original song, and we're just going to play it on ukulele. So that starts with 3 4th fret of the 3rd string, along with your pointer finger plucking open 2nd string at the same time. And then you're going to play 2nd string again, and then 2nd finger, 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and then 4th finger on the 5th fret of the 2nd string. And then you're just going to play both open 2nd and 3rd string. So that should sound like this. And then you're going to play the bottom note of the D chord with your thumb, and then just a down strum of the D chord. And then another pluck on the top note of the D chord. And then another pluck on that same note, and then pluck in the middle note of the D chord, and then open 1st string, and then back to the 2nd string, and then open 1st string, and then top note of the D chord. So that should sound like this. And you're going to repeat that again. It's a little bit different. Now you're going to play D chord again after that, and then play top note of D chord again, open 1st string, 4th finger 5th fret of the 1st string, and then back to the top note of the D chord, and then 2nd string of the D chord, open 1st string, and then you're going to strum D chord 2 more times, and then G chord, and then A chord. So the whole song lyrics. After you have learned the lyrics on the ukulele, now we're going to go back and play the second melody again, but this time instead of plucking the bass note once or twice, we're actually going to pluck it 3 times for every time that we have to play that bass note with the thumb. So it's going to sound like this. 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. And then after that, we're just going to do the second chorus again, exactly repeated, but just with a slightly different ending. melody, you're just going to strum a D chord to end the song. So that's the finished song, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry I was a little bit late with my tutorial. I've just had a pretty busy schedule lately. And if you have any comments or questions, if you're unclear about a note or something in the song, feel free to comment below, and I will try to answer you as best as I can. And I hope you learned how to play Fat Rat Monody on the ukulele, and I'll see you next time.